Because I think, for context here, obviously when you're saying you're here to destroy the music industry,
I'm kidding.
some might think you're not, but
we were there to destroy the old music industry.
Correct. Correct.
If we were there to be able to decouple from the fact that this one, power, group had control over like programming US radio.
Yes.
You couldn't break unless you were getting signed to a major label.
Millions of dollars being spent on you to be able to go do these promo runs, and you had to go through radio, exactly, and just the gatekeeper era.
Totally. And we had this great stuff called data, that we could use to justify like what we were doing. And we knew we were right because we were looking at the data, and we were making decisions based off of not our opinions, but what the users like wanted, which is like a really, I think, like difficult thing for the music industry to be able to understand, is that we as an industry have been, working around these quantitative sales KPIs,
right,
based off of an old model that doesn't exist anymore.
1950s. Right?
Yeah, not even up until 2016.
Well, I mean, but started in 1950, like antiquated from like, we're talking about 70 years. Yeah.
And now you've got these platforms where their KPI is user experience.
Right.
And that's not easy to see in numbers that you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are more qualitative.
Right.
And that takes a level of nuance, but we could see that at Spotify. And that's what allowed us to break away from radio and say that, we are doing these things in the best interest of our users, and the data is justifying this. And it took a really long time for the people that love Spotify now to like come on board. There was a lot of kicking and screaming, in 2014, 2015, even going into 2016.
Interesting. What was it, do you think, that was the turning point, if there was a specific?
I think it's the money, like they started making money from streaming, and then once the
labels did,
right?